Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Let's see, who do we have? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, hi, Diana.
Hi.
And I think Angelica.
Yes, hi.
Hi. Some of your names just say like iPhone or Galaxy. I'm not sure who. I'm not sure who is who. Let's see. I think we have both Dianas in here.
Hi.
There she is. Hello. I thought I saw Boris too.
Yep.
Okay. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Thank you.
Good. Is everybody? Oh, we got a puppy. That's the best part of at-home meetings.
Yeah. And where is your puppy?
She's wandering around. Nova, come here. Come here, Nova. Come here. Come on up.
What's her name?
Nova.
Nova.
Like a supernova, like the star.
Okay.
Yeah. Turn it around. Okay, here. Is this you guys can see this is
Yeah.
are you in the screen? This is my husband and the puppy.
She's shy, see? She's hiding.
Yeah, she's a little shy. Nova, hi, baby. Hi, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So everybody's doing okay? Everybody's staying healthy?
Yep.
Good. Good. Glad to hear that. So Diana, is that a new or an old dog?
It's an old dog.
An old dog.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are getting pets in quarantine.
Oh, no.
So that they are not lonely.
Yeah. No, she with me since, I don't know, like she's already 4 years with us. Yeah. We adopt her.
Yeah. Oh. Very sweet.
Yeah.
So how are classes going?
Actually, I have a question about the assignment because I was at the last assignment and I was seeing the question 8 and 10 are the same.
Yeah, I saw the same.
For which one? For which
The
assignment?
8 and 10, the last one, 21 to 31, 8 and 10 are the same questions.
Oh, don't worry about it then. That was probably just a copy and paste mistake on my part.
Question 11, I have a hard time understanding. It's saying, is Hectata right to spare Boo Radley the publicity of a trial?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it of a trial?
Yeah, so somebody tell me what happens at the end of the novel, the last chapter or two.
Boo,
back at the Finch house.
So Boo killed Bob Ewell.
Mm-hmm.
So
but about that he killed the what's his name? That he killed the Bob Evans.
Yeah, Boo Radley killed Bob Ewell.
But how is this has its connection with a trial?
So
if the sheriff tell that Boo killed Bob, so he has to go to court.
Mm-hmm. So if somebody is killed, there has to be a trial.
Yeah.
Now that's not to say that Boo Radley would have been found guilty, because clearly, and I think the jury would agree with this based on the children's testimony and Atticus and everything.
I know what you're saying.
Right.
If you will go, I was like,
if so you will go.
Yeah. So, and we know that Boo Radley is extremely shy, right?
Yes.
Extremely shy and does not like to be around people very much at all. And so
that was in regards to Tamara Robinson, like he wasn't there, but I know what you're saying. If he will be accused of a killing, how will affect him?
Right.
Yeah, if the sheriff, because the sheriff knows that Boo killed Bob, so if the sheriff tell the public
Mhm.
that Boo killed him, so he has to go to trial. But
Right. Right. Yeah. Yep, that's exactly right. So everyone agrees on Hectate's story,
yeah,
right? Which is that Bob Ewell fell on his own knife. And
Yeah.
that way, justice is done and Boo Radley gets to stay private.
yes.
Mhm. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I just thought it was connected to that Tom Robinson. I'm like, but Boo wasn't there, and I knew it that was connected to that he killed him. That's how I
Mhm.
answered, but I couldn't.
Right. It
But
was not the
he
trial that
will.
we read. Yeah, not the
Yeah,
trial that we read in the novel,
his.
but the trial that would be. Mhm.
Yeah, his. Okay.
Right. Yep, exactly. Yeah, good. Let's see. We had a few newcomers come in, I think. Maybe Asami. Okay, see there, Asami, maybe a couple others. Okay. Welcome.
I have one more question.
Yes, that's what we're here for tonight.
Okay. It's back in the chapters on the trial when Tom Robinson feel regret about Mayella. Why is so bad to feel regret? And in the book says that was one mistake he made on the trial.
That Tom
Saying-
Robinson.
Yes, saying that
Can you hand
he
me
feel
my
regret.
book over there?
Okay, I'm gonna take mine.
The Mockingbird, yeah.
Hold on, I'm coming.
I should have grabbed my book ready to go, but okay. That's what I have a husband for, to retrieve things for me.
I go for mistrial.
All right, so let's go to the chapter. Okay. Tom Robinson.
He say he's sorry for Mabel because he was mistaken in her mind, something like that. I think. I don't know.
All right. So was it chapter 19? Is that the chapter, Diana?
19 or 20? I'm looking for. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm checking right now. The trial is on chapter 20. Oh yes, in page 224.
Okay.
Yes, I felt right sorry for her. She seemed to try more, and the rest of them. You felt sorry for her. You felt sorry for her. The witness realized his mistake and shifted uncomfortably in the chair. Do you find it?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So why is so bad to feel sorry? Because it was obviously that nobody wanted to help her, not her father or her brother, sister.
Yeah. So I think there's a
The only
yeah.
one. Yeah. Okay.
There's a couple of things going on here. One is that Tom Robinson is genuine. He pities Mayella. He knows that she's in a bad situation. I think he suspects that his father abuses her. And I think they're looking at somebody's ceiling. I'm not sure what that is.
Mine.
Okay. So he suspects that so what happens here, the lawyer for Mayella, right, the lawyer that's prosecuting the case, he makes a point of noticing that for the jury and for everyone in the room, because it should not be that a Black person in Alabama pities a white person. And the fact that Tom Robinson is saying, I feel sorry for her, as if he's better than her, or if is you know, as if he were superior to feel better than her, that causes the jury to kind of go against him.
He
Does that make
say
sense?
he said she was the onlyest person he ever seen, something like that.
The Scout says
Oh.
that. Yeah, I believe Scout says that earlier in the chapter. You know, they all recognize that Mayella is not in a good situation. That she's been abused and hurt, treated very poorly, and so as a result, she's very damaged. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Thank you.
Other questions?
I want to ask you something about there will be summer ESL classes or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are summer ESL classes. You can already register for them. They will all be online.
But I checked and they didn't show me anything about ESL classes, just other subjects.
Maybe you should call the ESL advisor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm teaching a couple classes this summer, so we're there. We're up and running. Just in a new different way.
Are you teaching writing 5?
No. No, I am teaching reading 5 again. So I hope that I don't see any of you again. I hope that you all pass and you don't have to take with me again in the summer. If not, I'd be happy to see you again. But and then I'm teaching a writing 3 class. So yeah.
Maybe we have to take writing 3 who didn't pass writing.
Writing 3? I don't think you can be enrolled in writing 5 if your placement is writing 3.
Oh.
You have to be for the ESL program, you actually have to be 1 level. You can't take a class that's 2 levels above. It has to be only 1 level separation between classes.
Oh.
Other questions?
And I don't understand. It is really Tom Robinson rape Mayella or not?
No.
I don't understand what happened. No?
No.
So Tom Robinson went to help Mayella fix a wardrobe, a chifforobe. It's like a chest or a dresser, tall, like a tall dresser. And when he does that, we know that Mayella is lonely. And so Mayella, in desperation for attention, she kind of puts the moves on Tom Robinson. She makes some sexual advances to Tom Robinson. She touches him. She tries to kiss him. And Tom Robinson actually denies her. He tells her that, you know, he knows he'll get in trouble if they both agree to it. He knows that because he's Black, he'll still get in trouble for that. So Tom Robinson turns her down, and Mayella feels angry about it. She's mad that he would turn her down. And so hang on, guys, just a second.
You draw wish my friends to know. Just upon learning on a motion in the tree or better she move with Lily. Lily is gonna go later to Chicago, later. No, like later.
That's it?
Like later though.
Okay.
Later. So like if I finish learning tomorrow, so like can I wake up around 9? Because
Hey guys, I just need a few minutes. My dog, I think I might have told you this before, that one of my dogs has epilepsy, and she just started having a seizure. So I have to help my husband just for a couple of minutes, then he'll be able to take over. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, I don't know why he was guilty and why they killed him. If he was innocent, he didn't do this one. Why he was guilty? The judge said he was guilty.
During that time, no white person will stand for Black person.
No, the rape, it's a capital offense. That's why there was no any other way. He was either guilty or not guilty. There was nothing in between.
Yeah.
Okay, but if he not do it, he's supposed to be not guilty. Why they say they
Because
guilty
the
because
difference is
he's black man. It is so strange for me. But I don't know. I think it's maybe he wants really to rape Maya, but he didn't.
Oh, that's
And-
not true because he's accused from white person, and that during that time nobody will stand for black person. I mean, they were considered as lower level people.
Yeah. I know in this particular time in United States, there was this problem with black people because they're treated different than white.
So you have the answer.
What?
So you have the answer for your question. Why he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we have things under control now. But I'm gonna hold the puppy while he takes care of our other dog.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, me too. Me
Does
too.
she take some pills or I don't
She
know?
takes a lot of pills.
A
Yeah.
lot. Is she
Yeah.
old?
No, not too old. She's about 9 years old. So she's still got a few years on her, but she's been, oh, no puppy. She's been having seizures for about 4 years. I think so. She hasn't had them all her life, but they're pretty well managed. They're pretty mild. She has them maybe every 2 or 3 weeks. Just had one tonight. So
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, she's okay. So she just needs to recover a little bit and then she'll be fine.
Mhm.
All right. So what did I miss? Any questions or are we okay? How are we doing?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
What other questions do you guys have?
I have question about what story of discrimination does Scout learn about in school? So is it about her teacher? Her
Yes.
teacher hating Hitler,
Yes.
but what was about? And after that, they tell she's discriminating Tom, or what was it about? I'm
No,
not.
So the story that no puppy, no. She wants to knock over the computer. So the story that that they're talking about is, and I wish I could find the page. Do you have the page, Diana?
Not really.
I think it's chapter 21 or 3.
Oh
Okay.
no, it's some of the chapters 20.
21, 3.
Huh?
21 or 3.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there.
No, I don't think it's because I read it yesterday. I think from chapter 26 until 20.
No, it's at the beginning. She starts the school.
No.
Well,
Maybe
the
we're
worksheet,
talking-
did you notice that the worksheet for, hi, sweetheart, hi, you okay? Yeah, okay. She's back in, she's doing better. Okay. The worksheet for this week, I hope you notice, has discussion questions for not just 26 to 31, but also 21 to 25 is included, since there was not a discussion question worksheet for that last week. Okay, Nova, you can go see Daddy. Go on. Okay. Oh, there goes the computer. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's on page 282, I think.
Okay. Yes, that's what I was that was the intended reference for that question.
Yeah, so Miss Gates a nice lady, ain't she? Okay. She hates Hitler a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, she went on today about how bad it was him treating the Jews like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then she was talking with Miss Stephanie Crawford. It's on the next page, 283.
Mm-hmm.
I heard her saying it's time somebody taught them a lesson. They were getting way above themselves. At the next, she's talking about
give her one.
black people, right?
Sorry, can you repeat that one more time, Diana?
Scout is saying that she heard her teacher saying, it's time somebody taught them a lesson. They were getting way above themselves. She's talking about black people, right?
Yes, yeah, that's correct.
So she hates Hitler, but she's talking bad for black.
Yeah, it's, well, I think the reason I think that Harper Lee, the author, writes this is to show how hypocritical some people can be. How they will say one thing and say that it's wrong and you shouldn't do it, and then they'll turn around and they'll do it to somebody else. So I think that's the point that Harper Lee is trying to make here.
So to answer two, that is the to question two, that is the answer.
Yeah, something. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
Other questions?
Tom Robinson tried to escape the prison and they killed him?
Yes, many times.
Many times?
Yeah.
But why he, if he knows he is not guilty for this crime, why he tries to escape the prison? I don't know.
Because at that time, a black person, whether they were truly guilty or not, especially in the South, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. They would be considered guilty by white people no matter what, whether they were truly guilty or not. So I think Atticus believes they might have a chance if they go to appeal to a higher court. But I think Tom Robinson understands that there is no
justice.
There is no chance. And so he thinks his best chance is not to go to the appeal, but to try and run, because he doesn't think that he'll get a fair trial. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense for me.
Okay. What other questions do you have?
When is our test on the book? To Kill a
So
Mockingbird?
you'll be taking the test next week.
Next week on.
Yeah, you'll take it next week. I'll open it up on Tuesday. I'm going to set the due date for Sunday at midnight, so that'll be Sunday, May 10th at midnight. That way I can hopefully try to have things graded for you before we have our final class meeting on Tuesday the 12th.
Okay.
If you can get it done earlier, great. I'll try to grade it a little earlier. If you can't get it done by the 10th, that's okay. Because if you can't get it done by the 10th, that's okay. At the very latest, get it done by May 14th. And that includes the test and the reaction paper. Because I will be able to still submit grades for about a week after that. So even if you can't quite get it done by the due date, that's okay. If you can't get it done by the due date, great, because then I'll be able to have your grade done and ready to go for you sooner rather than later. But I understand that, everything that's going on. So if you need a few more days, take a few more days. No late penalties for the online section of this class.
What will look like the test? I mean, what will include, because we don't have vocabulary this time.
Yeah, no vocabulary this time. The rest of the test will be pretty similar to the namesake tests. So there'll be some matching questions. One thing that's different from the namesake is that there's going to be some literary terms this time. So I'll give you some literary terms and I want you to match them with something from the novel. So for example, I might say characters, and then you'd see in the answer section, Jem and Scout. Or I might say setting, and then it would say Maycomb, Alabama, 1930s, or Depression era, something like that. So it'd be a good idea to review the literary terms, definitely review the worksheets. Make sure you have a good understanding of those. Check the discussion questions, make sure you have a pretty good understanding of those. There'll be a short multiple choice comprehension section for the exam. And then there will be an essay section of the exam, similar to the namesake. Okay, so it's open book. You can use, and you should use your book for the essay. You should use specific examples from the book with page numbers for the essay exam. So very similar in style to the namesake, a little bit different question types. But so there'll be a literary term section. There will be comprehension section, multiple choice, and then there'll be essays, short essay section. Okay. Other questions? And you'll have, I think I set the timer for 2 hours for the exam.
For the reaction paper, may I write about Atticus or Atticus? I don't know how to pronounce.
Yeah, you can choose any major character.
This guy is really very good.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. If you have a chance, watch the movie. Gregory Peck's acting as Atticus Finch is really quite good. Really quite good. I know it's black and white, and some people think black and white movies are boring, but I think the movie's pretty good. So.
I will watch it when I have a time.
Yeah. No, it's at the very least, maybe just watch the trial, the courtroom scene, just because I think that's hard to imagine. So it's nice to see it played out on the movie. Okay. Any other questions?
I have a question about discussion questions number 12.
Okay. From this week?
Yes.
Okay.
I read every first sentence in the whole novel, but I have no idea. So can I have some hints or clues?
Sure. Okay. So the very first sentence in the novel, if you remember, is when he was nearly 13, my brother Jem got his arm badly broken at the elbow. So what happened to Jem's arm?
His arms are broken.
Yeah, who broke it?
Bob Ewell.
Bob Ewell.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so we know that sentence there, the very first sentence of the novel, actually tells us exactly what happened at the end. We just didn't know it. We just didn't know. So that's something that's called foreshadowing. When the author gives you a little bit of a clue, that something is going to happen. Maybe you just don't know exactly how or exactly when, in what way it happens.
If you have to know that, you have to read many books, and you have to know how is the story start and how it finish. You have to read books and books, but people who didn't read all of them, they didn't know it.
Well, reading is a skill. I think a lot of times students think that reading is very passive. You just kind of, it comes to you, you take it in. But they're actually, you become a good reader by reading. And Boris, you're right, you have to read a lot. to become a good reader. So you start to recognize things that authors do. And I would also argue that in order to be a good writer, you have to be a good reader. Good writers recognize things that other writers do when they read. And so the two skills, I think, are really connected together, which is why they're so important for you guys to take 101, both skills, reading and writing. Okay. Asami, does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
connection there? Okay.
I read each chapter's first sentence, but
Yeah, just the very first sentence of the book. Yeah.
okay, I understand. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Other questions? We're almost there, you guys. Okay, we're almost there. So you've got this week and next week, and that's it. Our last class meeting is just going to be to say goodbye and to relax and to kind of think about our journey this semester. This has been I have to say, this has been the craziest semester of my whole teaching career. I have never been
because of the virus or because of the students?
Oh no, yeah, a little of both. No, because of the virus. So yeah, it's been quite a journey for me. So maybe the last week we can reflect on things a little bit and have a chance to say goodbye. And since unfortunately we won't be able to see each other all in person again, we'll use that last class meeting as a chance to have a little fun. I was thinking I might do a little performance for you on my ukulele or something, or my guitar, bring that out for the last class meeting. Okay. Any other questions?
What is mean WPH job? Because Bob Evil was his job in the book mentioned, but I don't know what is it WPA job.
WPA job? I'm not sure. Do you remember what page that was on?
I think it's 26 or not.
Chapter 26.
Or 20, yeah, 27 maybe. When Scout talks about what happened in the city after.
Three things happen in Maycomb.
Yeah, in the beginning of page 273.
73.
He lost his job because for laziness.
The page 284.
No, 273.
We might have a different version.
284. It says
it's chapter 7.
27 at the beginning.
Oh yeah, fired from the WPA for laziness. I'm not sure what WPA stands for, to be honest with you. Brian, do you know
I have
what
to ask
WPA
Google.
stands for?
Maybe it's not that important. I don't know.
What is mean WPA?
Oh well, it's not wireless protected access. That's not.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, this is probably it. Works Progress Administration. It's a government job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's Works Progress Administration. I think it's an older name for a government job. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They didn't have wireless back in 1930. Okay. Other questions?
No.
Going once? Going twice? Okay. 3 strikes and you're out. All right, guys, if you think of any questions, you can post to the discussion board if they're general questions. If you have a specific question about you or your assignments, you can email me. Otherwise, we'll do this again next week. So if you want to wait to either post your reaction paper or to take the exam until after we meet on Thursday, that's fine. All right, last chance, no questions?
I just have a question. You have a chance to read the draft, the reaction paper.
No, I have not yet, but it's on my to-do list. It's like on my priority email list. Yes, yeah, I did see that, and it's on my to-do list. Okay. All right, guys. Again, so good to see you. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. Take care, stay healthy, and I'll see you next week.
All right, good night.
Thank you. You as well.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.